When the earth starts to settle, God throws a stone at it. And believe me, he's winding up.
So, small announcement. I've been having trouble. I'm having trouble. Love RoboCop 2. It's a fucking great movie. If you haven't seen RoboCop 2, what the fuck are you doing with your life right now? Turn me off, go watch RoboCop 2, and come back and watch the rest of this shit. I'm having trouble. I can't get fucking Rumble to upload videos. It's like I have 2 videos in the can waiting to go up on Rumble because I can't get the shit to fucking upload. So hopefully this will upload tonight, and then I will like set it up to upload the other videos kind of overnight, and hopefully it won't fuck up. But I think what the problem was, what happened was, I've been preparing for Pal World to launch on the 10th. So I have been breeding my fat fucking ass off for like the whole weekend, well, almost the whole weekend. A little bit on Saturday, but I finished Saturday and I started over again. Like, I've spent over 600 hours playing that game. And I played probably 450 of it in the original first release build. Right? That game came out, and I bought it immediately, and I started playing it, and I didn't stop for a very long time. And I bred so many pals. I had a fucking kick-ass fighting team. I had a great work crew. I had all sorts of supports. Right? And I was like, man, they're all like level fucking 30, 40, 50, you know, I'm like, shit. And then the other expansion came out, and they added more stuff, and they added a thing where you can upload pals, and then you can play them in any of your saves. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I uploaded all my pals, and then I started playing again, because the new island came out, so I'm like, oh, I'll start over again. It's fun. So, started over again to see what all had changed. A lot of things had changed. And I had uploaded all my pals. And I was like, this is cool. But I couldn't use them until my character was like level 40 something. And I'm like, they worked out great for the little dungeon thing that they added. Oh, get all sorts of shit out of that. Because I have crazy high level pals at really low level. So I'm getting like 1,000% yield in the dungeon. It was great. But that was, you know, that was the only point where it started to pay off. It took forever for everybody else to kind of work their way into the system. So I was like, well, when the game actually releases, I'm not going to fuck around with that shit. So instead I decided to reread One Punch Man because the new One Punch Man came out. So I was like, I started to read the whole thing, and can't wait to read the newest book. But I started breeding pals to get a level 1 version of all my perfect build pals. And then I uploaded all those into the network. So now I've got a level 1 and like a level 30 to 50 of all my fucking... It was so ridiculous. So I started playing again over the weekend, and it was insane. Speedrunning. It was ridiculous. Like, oh, I got a wood station. I need to make wood. And I put a dude out to go chop wood, and I'm immediately at thousands of wood. And I'm like, oh, this is great. I don't need to farm trees. I don't need to farm rocks. After a while, don't need to farm metal. Like, dude, most of the game is just auto. It's so great. And putting an Anubis in there as my first pal, that's a lot of fun. Because all you do is you set up a station to be built, and he walks over and goes, and builds it. Just, bing! Because at low levels, it takes like 10 seconds to build something. And he's got a 4 for his handiwork. So he goes over and just goes, bing! And it, poof, there it is. It's so much fun. So, yeah, I really can't wait for the 10th for that to come out. Anyways. I was breeding as I'm trying to upload these videos, and YouTube was ridiculously slow. and Rumble just wouldn't upload at all, and I was like, uh-oh. So yeah, I've been having problems with Rumble. But I'm not playing Power War right now. I'm waiting for the 10th. I'm playing Fortune Mill right now. It's another very fun game. I'm not going to get into it. Anyways. So, yeah, that's the announcement for people who might be here from Rumble going, what the fuck's up with the Rumble videos? I got to figure it out. So, if Rumble's fucked up, then I got to figure that out. And if it's not fucked up, if it's because I was breeding pets in Power World, I'm not. So, should work tonight. Anyways. So, Supreme Court, I think, met for the last time this cycle, right? And they decided on a whole bunch of stuff. The states can decide whether or not they want transgender in their girl sports. Okay, whatever. So that means California is where you're going to go if you got a transgender kid that wants to do sports. You got to go to California, you got to go to probably Colorado, New York, definitely, like Chicago. Not Illinois, Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, there's Portland, a lot of places, Oregon, Washington. Yeah, there's a lot of places for you to go. But yeah, the places that want girls to play against girls, they get to do that. Yay. So yeah, that's cool. Whatever. But the other thing I knew was gonna fucking happen. Like I've been through enough highs and lows and absolute and complete not surprises that I pretty much know how this court's going to work now. And it sucks. Because Roberts and Barrett, they don't care to think about anything. They're lazy thinkers, man. Like, they're smart people, but they're lazy thinkers. They just want to coast through this shit. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of do the whole, well, what does the Constitution say? And you go, well, the Constitution says this. So, and you would like to interpret it a different way? Yeah, I think we should interpret it as, you know, under the jurisdiction thereof. That doesn't mean you gotta follow the laws because you're here. That doesn't mean, well, you're here for the weekend, so obviously you're under our jurisdiction. Like, no, that means you're trying to be a citizen like every other citizen, and you are subject to knowing and understanding fully the laws of the land and adhering to those, primarily being you're not allowed to just come over the border and stay. Right? Like, that's kind of what we mean. Like, if you're enacting a crime to be under our jurisdiction, we prosecute you, and then we boot you. That's the process. Right? Like, I don't give a fuck if you had a baby while you were here over the weekend. Whatever. That's not a citizen. Like, you're not here forever. You're here visiting, you're here working, you're here going to school, you're here doing whatever temporarily. Which means when you go back, your kid goes back, and they are whatever the fuck you are. But none of you is American. Right? And they kind of go, oh, so you want to do it different? And it's like, well, yeah. And they go, oh, we don't want to do it different. So if you would like the law interpreted the way in which you want the law interpreted, change the fucking law. And it's like, well, we can't change the law because we have to rely on too many fucking people. And half of this country, a third of this country doesn't fucking care, never fucking votes, is not involved, right? Another third of the country, half of those people at least, if not the majority, don't look at anything. They look at the same shit. They look at all the same twisted bullshit and they believe it wholesale because they're retarded. And that's just the way it goes. And then there's, you know, the rest of them the other fucking third of that third or whatever, they're criminals that are looking for a way to get over on the system by making sure they put in power the people that will adjust the system to allow them to get away with crimes. Right? So, and then a portion of those is also people who just want to enrich themselves off of those people committing those crimes because they're going to get kickbacks for the shitty laws that they put in place. Right? And we have too many useless mouths anyways, so we got to make sure all the killers are still out there in the street because that'll keep people scared and inside. And, you know, not wanting to have children, not wanting to be around each other. Oh my God, we'll give them more of the internet. We'll make sure the internet is curated to either brainwash them or enhance the brainwashing that already exists. Like, give it all up to the Muslims. Yeah, we don't want to change it. We're going to make you guys do your job. And it's like, well, then we're really out of options. Because we're never going to convince half of Congress or the Senate to do their fucking job. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. Like, we have too much gerrymandering and bullshit and fucking fraud and fixing of the system, rigging of the game. We just have too much of that shit going on in too many fucking places. It's never gonna fucking happen. It's just never gonna happen. So I don't know. I don't know. Until the people in the cities learn that the reason why all this bad shit keeps happening is because they're fucking retarded. Until they figure out, oh, this is not fucking working. When they figure that shit out, then maybe things might start to change. But then there's going to be riots. And they're going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to stand against the criminals because they'll riot. And then they'll keep voting retarded, or they'll just stay at home and the wheel goes round and round. I don't know. The Great Replacement is not like it's not as much of a myth as everybody wants to make it out to be. They are bringing in people and giving them all manner of support, and all they do is breed. And all those kids become citizens, and that's why they just sit around and breed. And we can't breed anymore because we all gotta have a fucking job that takes up all of our time, and everybody's bitching about how they don't even have time to go on dates anymore. And it's like, so we're just wage slaves so that Ilhan Omar can set up the system to where they take in as many Somalis as they possibly can, and then the Somalis will consume the entire fucking state. And they'll branch out and go all over the place, and they'll vote in blocks for whatever Somalian runs, and then we will become Somaliland Part 2. Or whatever the fuck else it's going to be, dude. Like, it's going to be the Mexicans. It's going to be whoever the fuck decides they're coming. It's going to be Chinese coming over here, breeding up 5 billion fucking American citizens that they can just drop on us all at once. Like, dude, think about it. There's so many fucking things. One of the things that everybody's been bitching about is they're like, well, so you're telling me that one of these kids, that one of these Chinese chicks comes over here and has a kid, now it's a citizen, goes back to China. What happens in 30, 35 years when that kid comes back to America and runs for president? Scary thought. I don't know. If he talks about killing all the Jews, he'll probably fucking make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that point. Because Jew hatred is the one thing that pulls from all sides, man. There's people on the right and the left who really don't like the Jews. And so, like, it's going to be scary when it gets to the point where the left votes in the next Hitler because they all hate the Jews. Like, oh, dude. Or it's going to be some IRGC bred and raised kid. But pick your fucking poison, man. We're opening ourselves up to everybody. So, yeah, whatever. We got to get Congress to do their job. Close up some of these loopholes. Never going to happen. I mean, think about how many members in Congress and in the Senate are literally beneficiaries of the loophole. No wonder Ayanna Pressley had to keep racial tensions up so high for so fucking long. Otherwise, she'd have lost her job. Ilhan Omar, AOC, all these fucking retarded bitches. Every damn one of them. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. You know, we can always move to Canada, and then Canada will just put us all out of our misery. We'll all get made.